This is the last question. The question number 5, I have clubbed. So I'll take the last question. The question is, what is my daily sadhana? So the questioner is asking, I would appreciate guidance on sadhana, spiritual practice that works for me in daily life. It was evident that fairly early that solution to mitigate suffering is to transcend the body and mind. But it was only an intellectual understanding. Even though this had a positive impact on daily life, the small I does pop up again, bringing divisive thinking, insecurities, and anxiety. How to deploy such intellectual only understanding fully in day-to-day life? How to structure sadhana practices in such a way that they don't become mechanical and compartmentalized? That is, how to ensure that they are carried throughout the day. We engage in beyond the time we engage in practices by allocating some time of the day. I can appreciate that the sadhana in the form of devotion is the only very effective. My experience with devotion is limited to a belief system primarily influenced by my upbringing. But now I am only convinced with the direct spiritual experience and sound. I don't know what is the meaning of sound.
So it is sound reason.
Oh, with sound reason. Okay. So he is saying.
And I think there is another part that is to that. It says that we can appreciate that devotion part, but its traditional devotion is no longer hold.
That's right.
How do I become devotional towards the formless divinity? That is.
So the question is, has many parts. First question is, I want to know a sadhana, a spiritual practice. I will say, don't do sadhana, do shodhana. Sadhana and shodhana are very different. Shodhana means search. Sadhana means practice. Okay. So many people believe that some sadhana is required, practice is required. This is actually a misconception in the spiritual circle. The sadhana means some practice makes me perfect. Practice makes you perfect. That's called sadhana. Shodhana is to find out who makes the practice. Right? Who needs a practice? What is perfection? So, all your sadhana is to become perfect. According to whom you have to become perfect? According to society, you have to become perfect. Because all your thinking is society thinking. Your idea of perfection is borrowed from the society. Your idea of sadhana is also borrowed from society. Don't you understand the sadhana is also is a tool for society to make you slave? Like purpose of life is also making you slave. Sadhana is also making you slave. All ideas are borrowed from society. Sadhana is also borrowed from society. Sadhana that I am imperfect, I have to become some perfect also is borrowed from society. You are already perfect. Find who is perfect. That's called shodhana. Why do you have to do sadhana? I don't understand. You have to do sadhana, you have to do shodhana. Shodhana means find out who am I. That's why Ramana Maharshi says, inquire who are you. Inquire who am I is called Maha Mantra. So only sadhana you need in life is a shodhana, search. Who am I? Now where will you search who am I? Sadhana requires a place. Sadhana requires a time. Okay? To find out who are you, why, what time is required for you. No, I'll find out myself in the morning. Afternoon I'll find out. Or when I get time, I'll find out. 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, I'll find out what is this concept. No, I'll find out by my asking, who am I? Who am I? How will you find out who am I? What are you trying to do? So there is a confusion in the mind created by society. The child has no confusion. Child is blissful. Into the mind of the child, which is innocent and pure, lot of society programs are dumped. This is like viruses. The viruses are claiming, I want sadhana, I want to become perfect, I want to have purpose of life. Baba, what do you want? You are the innocent child. You are pure. You are pure consciousness. What sadhana you have to do? Tell me, to become yourself. So, I mean, you are a woman. You come back and tell me, what sadhana should I do to become a woman? What should I say? Huh? You don't have to do any sadhana to become a woman, right? What sadhana you have to do to become a man? Nothing. You are already man because deep inside you know man. But deep inside now, you are completely corrupted by society. The societal program has formatted, you are entered into hard disk. It has spoiled the whole thing. Your memory is corrupted. Virus has gone deep. You need a Shodhana. Shodhana means who am I? Shodhana is the antivirus. The virus is there in the program. Okay, I am so and so. I have to need something. I am happy. I am unhappy. All your happiness and happiness is borrowed from society. In fact, society is very good in creating more happiness and unhappiness for you. iPhone 7. Before there is iPhone 7, you are paid, iPhone 8 will come. Before you use the iPhone 8, iPhone 9 will come. Society will keep on increasing the bar so that you are slave of the society. So your purpose is to become free from slavery, not run away from society. So for becoming free, there is no prison here. It's only mental concepts are there. You get rid of mental concepts that you are bonded, that you are suffering. By inquiry, who are you? Who were you before you became grown up? You are a child. Ask a child, who are you? Child will look at you blissfully. That bliss is you. Right? Why you have become messy? In the mess, you are trying to create sadhana practices. Do you need anything to become yourself? But because you have become something else, you are possessed by a ghost called societal child. We need some practices to get rid of the ghost. That's called sadhana. How to remove the ghost? In reality, you don't need sadhana. You need a shodhana, search. The search is called who am I inquiry. That requires, of course, I'll ask, sit in a cave and ask who am I. The Kung Fu Panda movie, the Panda will say, I'll sit in the cave and 10,000 years ask who am I and I'll find out who am I. Even if you ask 10,000 years who am I, you will not find out. Because you don't know who you are. And you know what you know, whatever is taught by society, that only you know. Real you don't know. So real you have to learn from a master. A real master is required. Who has come out of freedom, has come out of prison. A person in the prison cannot guide you. No, I will find a way out of the prison, can't help you because you are already in the prison and you don't know it's prison. You don't know what is the prison is all about. So somebody knows exit points of prison can help you. That person is called an enlightened master or realized master. And anybody inside the prison can't help you because they're also prisoners. Somebody who is outside the prison only can help you. No, I don't need myself. I'll find out my own way. Find out. If you can find out way, you are already found out. Already you're 40 or 50 years. Find out your way. Right? So, I'll read some 10 spiritual books and I'll find out. Find out. By reading 100 medical books, somebody will become a doctor. Then we'll give 100 medical books and make everybody doctor. So, basically, some amount of wisdom is required as an intervention in our life. That wisdom is called enlightened master or guru or whatever is that. Then a real master will not give you sadhana. He will show you a way, exit point. It's called shodhana, search. So Ramana Maharshi gives simple exit, find out who am I. Now, okay, I know I am pure, I am consciousness, but still I am not able to apply in my life. Why? Because your program is so deep. It has gone through to deep memory. It's called subconscious impression, chitta. Every time you remember your pure nature, your impression will come out. Pop up. The virus pops up. Right? You have to do something about cleaning up the virus. So cleaning of the virus is called sadhana. It's called chitta shuddhi. With the cleaning of the virus, you can't get yourself. You can't realize yourself. You are the self already. You cannot become yourself. You cannot realize, you cannot get yourself. You can get rid of some mess which has happened because of society thinking. That's called Chitta Shuddhi. Clean up. Cleaning up Chitta Shuddhi. Now, cleaning up process can go on until a lot of how much backlog is there, how much deep is the mess you clean up. So in your house, you clean up one day. Or next day again you have to clean up, no. Next day again dusting settle down, no. So cleaning up process can continue for some time. That's called sadhana. Now, the question is, what type of sadhana I have to do? Okay. How long I have to do? And how sadhana cannot be routine. This routine concept also you have to understand. Routine is a duty. Get up in the morning. If I say, get up in the morning, 6:45 to 7, you do this. It becomes a duty. Sadhana is not a duty. Sadhana is a beauty. It is cleaning up your own self, yeah. Right? So, please understand, you are thinking sadhana is a routine. Mechanically, 3 times breathing, 10 times chanting. They are all mechanical processes. It's not. Sadhana means again and again go back to your own nature, self. Every time you do some sadhana, you have to go back to yourself. You have to feel the bliss of the self. I am nobody. I'll say in Kannada. Nanembudu, nanalla, ideha, manabuddhi, nanalla, Atma, Shivanannane, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivo. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the I'm pure consciousness. Again and again, getting established in the stand is called sadhana. Established in the stand is jnana. Now, anything obstructs that, coming as impressions, deep-rooted programs, that you have to get rid of. There can be some technique, breathing technique or chanting or puja, whatever is that. But none of this can give you self nature. Your self nature is already there. You cannot get it. You can get rid of what is non-self nature. What is not you, you can get rid of. What is your illusion, you can get rid of. That sadhana is God. Now, I don't want to become mechanical. How can I be mechanical, you tell me? How can sadhana be mechanical? Ray, every time sadhana, you are going to your own self nature, blissful. Every time you do sadhana, you are touching the bliss. How sadhana can be mechanical? How can we be bored of bliss? Mechanical means something I do as a routine. Okay. I'll do some million times chanting, and one day I'll find God, then happy. That one day will never come now. If you're chanting now and finding God now, you're blissful. It's always now. It's a here and now. Whatever you think of future is not sadhana. Huh?
Yes.
The sadhana means right now, here and now, I'm finding my bliss. If you are finding your bliss, how can it be mechanical? Then how will you ask 15 minutes or 20 minutes? Anytime you want to go back to your religion, no. The whole illusion is that sadhana means I will have time, effort, and goal. Next 10 years, I'll do sadhana and I'll achieve something. It's an illusion. There's no such thing. Because tomorrow is not real. This moment is real. This moment you do sadhana blissfully, that means you have done sadhana. Are you blissful in sadhana? If you are blissful, then you will not ask about time. If you are not blissful, you will say mechanically. Then you are already seeking something in the future, which will never come because you cannot find yourself in future. You have to find yourself now, here and now. So sadhana is a joy. Sadhana is not a mechanical practice. Sadhana doesn't require time. Or sadhana, this time question doesn't come. Anytime is sadhana, anytime you can go back to yourself. Sadhana is here and now. Now, if you learn your sadhana from wrong teachers, they'll create an illusion that you do sadhana for this many times, this many years, then you'll get something. A blind man leading you can lead you to heaven. That's where guidance from a real enlightened master will help you. Enlightened master will not give you hope of tomorrow. Enlightened master make you hopeless. Tomorrow is not there. Right? A real master will tell you there's tomorrow, there's no hope at all. If you want to get something, get it now. Here and now. Here and now is the mantra of enlightened master. Then what type of sadhana we are asking for? A mechanical, some process, chanting, sitting posture. Who prescribed this? Why they prescribed? The real sadhana is shodhana, a clear teaching. The clear teaching comes from Vedanta. According to me, Vedantic teaching is very clear. That Vedantic teaching is called Shravana, Manana, Nidyasa. You listen to the master not to acquire more knowledge, get rid of your illusions. That's called Shravana. Manana you do, contemplation. And Nididhyasa you do to ingrain it.
What is the last one?
Nididhyasa.
What does it mean?
Nididhyasa means meditation. Meditation, I am the self. Okay. So now, coming from a realized master, the sadhana is to be here and now, to be in the present moment. But most of the people, they don't have a realized master. They do self-learning. They think that I have to do sadhana. Because they don't know the reality. So then sadhana becomes a ego practice. Real sadhana is to become free from the ego here and now through jnana. Now sadhana becomes a practice because ego loves practice. Ego is very happy about practice. Sir, you see, I got my master's degree. I studied for 22 hard years. The ego understands time. Ego understands money. Ego understands achievement. I'll do sadhana and become blissful, divine. So ego always looking for becoming. Ego always looks for effort. Ego always looks for time. And ego always compares. So see that fellow, he's doing sadhana, he's sitting for 5 hours. I have to at least 6 hours. Okay. So ego is very happy in comparison. Ego happy in time. Ego has happy in achievement. My dear sir, drop all your achievements. Drop all your sadhana. Shodhana, search who are you and be blissful now. Yeah. Now, most of the people don't do it now because they don't understand the value of enlightenment, value of wisdom. They feel I can do something. See, I'm a senior vice president of this company. I have achieved it. So I want to achieve enlightenment. Okay, do sadhana. See, I'm doing sadhana, sitting for 5 hours per day. Like that. So you're happy doing something, do it. Okay. So then a realized master also may give some sadhana to a person, say person. The whole purpose of a realized master giving sadhana to this person because this guy wants to do something, achieve something. Achieve, no. Achieve something. So in the process of achieving, you will exhaust the ego. The purpose of sadhana is to exhaust the ego. Ego has to come to conclusion, I can't get anything out of this whole thing. Only when you do sadhana, your ego will get exhausted. No, I chant 1,000 times, I'm happy. I will chant 1 million times, I'm happy. Can you chant 2 billion? Ultimately, you'll reach exhaustion. Still, I have not got the ultimate. What is it? The blissful state. Which you cannot get because you are already there. You're looking for searching for illusion. So a realized master also can give you sadhana to exhaust you, make you understand your foolishness. Because if it tells you're already that, you're already Brahman, you can't accept it now. The teaching of spiritual teachings, you don't have to become anything to do Brahman. You don't have to become anything to do God. You're already Brahman. The moment say you're Brahman, you can't accept it. How can you be Brahman? Because you don't have framework to understand. The framework has to be learned in a systematic way. That's called Vedanta. Otherwise, if I tell something to you, you can't understand. Right? So I would say good sadhana is Shravana, Manana, Nidyasa. Listening carefully because get rid of your wrong understanding. And do some service. Because you are always your life you are spending I, me, mine. And your sadhana is also be me. I am doing sadhana. You see, I'm such a great sadhaka. I've done chanted 1,000,000 times. So you are actually sadhana becomes a qualification for you. The whole purpose of sadhana is to drop you, not to add any qualifications to you. That's why I say Shravana Manana Nidyasa and some service. It's called Atmanu Mokshartam Jagaditaya. Do that. Don't try to achieve anything. Get rid of all mess. So Shravana Manana Nidyasa will get rid of your illusions. By Vedanta learning, you will not get Brahman. Vedanta, by learning, studying Vedanta, you will get rid of illusions. So there's something called Brahman and Brahma. Brahman is God. Brahma is illusion. Spelling mistake. Brahman and Brahma. So study of Vedanta is that remove Brahman. Brahma. Then Brahman is already there. You can't get Brahman. So then the purpose of sadhana is to exhaust the ego. In a way, nobody got enlightened because of sadhana. But nobody got enlightened without sadhana. That's the paradox. Because without sadhana, you will not understand the limitation of ego. So this is the paradox of life. For realizing yourself, you don't have to do anything. To know that I don't have to do anything, you have to do something about it. There's something about it, it's called sadhana.
Like when money is not everything, but to come.
So your question is, what sadhana should I do? Okay, the answer is do shodhana. Search.
Yes, I think this is very clear.
Very clear.
Yes.
So now the other part is, I have a devotion is the right way. Okay. So I want I come from a certain belief system, and I am devoted to such a God. That belief system I want to come out. I want to realize real devotion.
So I just add here, comes from belief system, but that belief has gone.
Okay. So come.
But realizes the value of devotion, doesn't know how to guide it towards the formless.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question is, I come from a family system, tradition, where this devotion, which is a belief system. I have understood the limitation of that, limitation of belief system. But I understand the value of devotion. Devotion is important in life. Okay. I want to have a devotion to the reality, which is formless. So now let us understand the word called devotion, sir. What exactly is devotion? Devotion is love for something. Right? So love for your wife is called preeti, prema. Love for your friend is called sneha, friendship. Love for something higher is called devotion. Devotion is another name for love. Love for opposite sex is called prema. Love for same sex is called, love for same companion is called sneha. Love for higher is called bhakti, devotion. So ultimately, devotion means love in the core form. Why do love something in life? Tell me. What exactly is the purpose of love? And what do you love? I love my baby because it's my baby. I love my wife because it's my wife. But of course, I can't love somebody else's wife. That's the context. Right? So love is already related to mine. So if God is mine, then only I can have love. If God is not mine, I can't have love. Correct? So it has to be, I have to have a relationship in the form of love. I can have friendship with my somebody whom I know. I can't have friendship with somebody in the street. So there should be commonality. There should be a relationship possible. If there's a relationship only, there's love. If there's a relationship only, love is there. Devotion is there. Are you clear? So now let us understand the word in a little bit more detail. Love. Be true to yourself. Whom do you love in life? In front of your wife, you say, I love only my wife. Be true to yourself. Do you really love your wife? And why do you love your wife? I love my children because they are my children. So really, what you are loving is my you are loving. My wife. Wife comes next, my comes first. My child, my comes first, child comes first. My God, oh my God, God also is mine. Then only I love. To whom are you loving? So my love, all love is centered on my. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, the master says to his wife who is a student, my dear wife, nobody loves anybody else. A husband loves the wife because she's wife's wife and she can give him happiness. If wife doesn't give happiness, there's no love, it's only divorce. So your love is, if you can get happiness, is there's love. If you get misery, you can't get love. So God can give you happiness, there's love for God. If God can give you misery, God can threaten you, there's no love for God. So somewhere you deep inside you believe that God can give me happiness. So what are you loving actually? What is your love for? Not for love for wife or child or God. It's for myself. And love is for myself because it gives me happiness. So what are you loving? Not the God, not the wife. You are loving happiness at the group level. Right? You are searching for happiness. Why do you feel search for happiness? Why do you look for happiness? When I am happy, I feel boundaryless. When I am miserable, I feel small. Happiness makes me limitless. So happiness is making me feel limitless. I love happiness. I want to be happy. That's why devotion. So really we are seeking happiness because happiness is my nature. It fits in. Misery doesn't fit into my nature. I can't accept misery. Happiness makes me feel boundless. So that means happiness only is pointing to my nature. That's why you want happiness. For the sake of happiness, I love my wife. For the sake of happiness, I love God. For the sake of happiness, I do sadhana. Really, what are you doing? Really, only thing which you learn is yourself. For that, you give a lot of names. And if you don't give names, it's very difficult to live in the house. If you don't show, right? So you can show love, but realize what is true love is. True love is only for self. And what kind of self is that? True self, which is unchanging. Changing self, why do you love? But I don't know my true self. I confuse my true self with the body, mind, intellect. So I am loving my false self. The loving the false self is the misery in life. So all love is for the true self. And understand what is true self. Drop the idea of false self. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm consciousness. That consciousness is love. You cannot love consciousness because consciousness is love. You cannot have devotion for consciousness because consciousness is devotion. To have love, you need two. But consciousness, there's no two. So what devotion you are speaking of? You cannot have devotion to God because God, devotion is love and God is love. You cannot love. God is consciousness. Consciousness is love. You cannot love. So the concept of idea of devotion for something or somebody is false. Devotion for yourself is also false because there's no you and yourself. There's only one self. How many selves are there? So love alone is nature. The devotion alone is the reality. So basically, you don't need devotion. You need freedom from illusion. And that clarity can come. By yourself, it cannot come. If it can go by yourself, you would not ask the question. Find out somebody who can give you the clarity, get rid of the illusion of separation. The question is, again and again, my illusions are coming up. Vasanas are coming up. Again, the small I is coming up. That means the cleaning up is not thorough. You have to continue the job of cleaning up. That means your illusions are not gone. That means your subconscious impressions are not gone. Continue the process, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, until the Chitta Shuddhi has happened. Until you are fully established in your true nature. Does that answer the question fully? Okay. So anybody has a question? Anybody has a question on Zoom?
No, Guruji, very clear.
So if there are no questions, we'll close this session today. Gayatri will end the session.